Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The 49ers are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against the Rams team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it, because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. This is taken around the 12. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll give it here to his running back. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
All right, here we go. Boom,
now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will force a turnover on downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, it's gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Muscles him off. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Now let's go.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ohio. Let's go. What?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid... Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Flex round. Flex round. Check 24. Check 24. Come on, let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Goff on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Caught on the right side by Adams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And a cutback right sideline. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
They go play action here on first down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. One receiver left, two to the right. On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he's got Snead. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract.
It got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape, and not just immediately look for the sideline or a way to get down, but to keep his eyes downfield and try and find a target. How about the way he finished off that play? That was impressive. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Another pistol look here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's hauled in by Shepard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come up in an offset eye. Goff on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now let's go.
Now Goff on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff now on second down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Halfback sent in motion. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now back to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And some space here. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Everyone's got four down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship. relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's hauled in by Shepard. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. You don't want that.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight right. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ohio.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. What? No. Ohio.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From his goal line here, Goff escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he's got Snead. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He cuts it right. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Single receiver. SOS. Come on.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Still fighting for more. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards on the ground. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looking for someone to throw to. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
Anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Bring it. Bring it up. Here we go. Green. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be a San Francisco first down. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Ohio. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Boom. Big hits all day.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Good stop, baby. Good stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Flex round. No, Ohio. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Let's go. 1-9. Flex round. Flex Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincing.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for L.A., they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.